everyone. So today I'm going to teach you all actually how to play this game, Niche, because some of you have been wondering actually how does this game actually play, because it's a little bit hard to wrap your head around if you don't actually know what's going on and how to play it. So I'm just going to go through the basics. Hopefully more people will enjoy this game. So you start off in the menu and you get 3 save slots. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to start a new game. So you click new game and you can name your world. It doesn't really matter, you never really see the name. So let's just name this one play, and you press play. So you create your world, and so the purpose of this game is just to really survive and maintain your species while also exploring the lands. So here you can see that there is a lot of land to explore, so it's all covered in different types of grass, I guess. So you have kind of 3 different biomes in the little island you are in. So the yellow area is like the savanna or the desert. The lighter green area is the grasslands. And then the kind of bluish grass with the green, the yellow wheat-like stuff, that's the swamp. And it's kind of known to be colder there, so your species or your animal might get sick unless it has toxic body. And in the desert it's hotter, so if you have like a large body, it will get sick faster as well. So let's just kind of go through the interface. To move, you kind of select a character and a menu kind of pops up. So this is Eve. The other character is Adam. So let's just kind of look at Eve's interface for now. So you have kind of a lot of buttons. You have like this claw button, which kind of shows the stats of that certain animal. So you can see that Eve's speed is very high. She can move very, very far. So her paw prints usually will reach a larger area. This is the collecting stat. So she has 2 compared to, let's say, Adam, which has 1, which means she can collect more berries per turn. And then this is her strength and how much damage she can do when she attacks. Adam has a special feature, which is he's venomous, so he has poison fangs, so that kind of adds to his attack. And then down the bottom here is just kind of passive stats, just eyesight. You normally have normal eyes, but there is a gene that causes blindness, ears, and for smelling. So the next button is this genetics button, which is kind of the scope of the game. You have a lot of genes you can kind of play with. You have the ears, the eyes, and as I mentioned, your animal can be blind if you combine the right genes. You can have different snout features. So Eve has like a big nose, which means she can smell better. Sometimes you might get a different kind of physical appearance for your snout. And here are the bodies I was talking about earlier. You can get a normal body, small body, or toxic body, and a big body, I meant. And then you can get different legs. So it's usually the front legs. You can see that Adam has a kind of like a no paw, which means it's kind of crippled. You can get claws, you can get a berry hand, which means they can collect berries better. You get coat color, mane color, and then eye color. And so what's interesting is the immunity genes. So immunity genes are important because if you do a lot of inbreeding, sometimes these immunity genes might be the same. And so as you can see here, it says that if you have the same symbol twice, it increases the chance of your animal to get sick. Then we also have like kind of code patterns, and then the last two they're had in many variations on it. So I don't really look at that. And then here on the right you have the food amount. So right now we have 20 food, and that kind of says how many turns you have per, I guess, round. So this is just like the settings button, and then this is the mutation menu. So as you play through the game, you kind of unlock more of these genes, and you can place these genes into these kind of positions here, which give, whenever your animals mate, there's a 30% chance of introducing a new gene into the pool, and this one gives you 10% chance of introducing a gene. And then this button here is just kind of to let the day go by if you kind of run out of turns, or you want to save your turns and you want to move on to the next day, and so it replenishes each animal's turns. And turns are kind of, each animal gets 3 turns. You can see it on their chest by those 3 green gems. So kind of, let's just start playing. So you get your food mainly kind of from berry bushes. So because Eve is better at collecting, I'm going to get her to collect the berries. And because the purpose of the game is kind of to expand your pack, you want to mate. So we're going to get Eve to mate Adam. And so now she's out of turns and she's also pregnant. She's sitting on a nest, and we need the female to sit on the nest in order to give birth. And Adam will just go and explore. So you can get Adam to kind of clear the grass and get him to explore. Oh, here. So this is an interesting feature of the game. So these are kind of cactus bushes, and as you can see, they have berries on the bushes. But because they're thorny, if your animal tries to collect from it, it will get damaged and reduce its lifespan. So its lifespan is indicated by this bar, and so as the days pass, the bars will fill up in white, or it might fill up in red if it gets hurt. And once the white bar reaches the end, or reaches the red, then the animal passes away. So now that they're out of turns, we can move on to the next day. And so when it rains, the berries will replenish, and you get a lot more food. And so you have a baby. Babies don't have moves yet. What else can I talk about? Oh, so throughout the game you might see other animals running about. So there's bunnies and there are carnivores. So bunnies are kind of another source of food, and they'll just kind of hop around the area. And if they're in an adjacent cell next to you, you can attack them and collect their meat as food. And then there are other animals called carnivores, which are basically your predator, and they can attack you and damage your animals. So the best way, they give a lot of food, so the best way is to kind of have a strong animal that can attack it and kill it, and then you can get, I think, 10 pieces of food per carnivore. And then also, if your pack is small enough, sometimes you might see random animals kind of hiding in the bushes, and they're just there to kind of introduce new genes into your pack so that everybody can, you know, have a good gene pool. So that's kind of basically everything to the game. I don't think I'm going to play too much here just because I have other save files and I play on other games. So yeah, I hope that was good enough to explain kind of the basics to this game. Maybe just to add kind of the controls. So if you use the left mouse click, you kind of can click and drag and kind of go throughout the map and look. If you do a right mouse click, you can rotate the camera, and then if you use the scroll button, you just kind of zoom in and out. So that's kind of everything in terms of controls and how to play the game. So I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully it was informative. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment or something, and maybe I'll try to get back to you. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.